Hi, the Wheel of Time fans. Welcome back to Tori Talks TV. This is our reaction video for the Wheel of Time Season 1, Episode 6. And before we get into it, I'd just like to say, breaking news, in my mind, I know who the Dragon Reborn is.
Uh-oh.
I'm 95%
95?
sure.
That's pretty high percentage.
It came to me today when I was reading the comments. Nobody spoiled it for me.
In a vision?
In a vision. Yes. In a dream. No.
Are you allowed to tell me?
I'm not saying this is right.
Okay.
This is something that I was tipped off to.
Oh.
Again, the viewers are so amazing with their comments. They didn't spoil anything for me, but it was... I think they inadvertently did. Okay, ready for this? Okay, so a lot of comments have come in, not just from this episode, even back, and they're like, it's really obvious who the Dragon Reborn is. They're like, if you're paying attention, it's really obvious. I'm like, I feel kind of stupid. Why don't I know? Okay. So I thought at first it was Matt. You're sticking with Nynaeve all the way through. Then I changed to Perrin. And then, of course, they're saying that it can't be a woman. So whatever. The only person is the person that it is too obvious that I didn't say. It's Rand. Because then that would be too obvious. You know what I mean? So they're saying it actually is really obvious who it is. So if that's the case, then it's Rand. Because there's no, we had Matt with him getting a curse. Like, he had something going on. Perrin has the whole wolf thing. Egwene, we see her channeling. Like, everybody else is kind of at the forefront. He takes a step back. Okay. So I feel like he's the least suspecting. But it's also, like, it's so obvious because he's the cunning, smart one. He kind of, like, I feel like he's the leader of the group even in some ways. Besides Nynaeve, of course. Okay. But... believe me, I would love it if it was Nynaeve, but if I'm going to go with what the fans are saying, that it can't be a woman, which, why not? But then, that's who, I don't know why, I feel really confident, 95% confident, that Rand is the Dragon.
Do you feel like, because he hasn't had his moment?
Yes!
So they've been saving it for the last 2 episods?
Yes.
Or
maybe even,
we might not even know. We're not going to know.
Season 2, maybe?
Right?
Yeah. I just feel like, wait a minute, why am I sleeping on Rand? Like, and I don't really feel like I know much about him, so... Okay. That's my latest
I have to think
prediction.
On that.
That's my final pick, actually. I'm not changing it. That's who it is, in my mind.
I'm almost leaning towards Nynaeve still. Okay. Or it's more. It's all of them.
I love that. When you said that in our review, that was amazing. Okay, sorry, just a little side note for everyone. So let's get into our reactions. Okay, we're going to start with our reaction to first seeing Little Swan.
Should be here. Phew.
Swan. Swan? Look at me.
Swan? Someone new?
You're going to do great things.
We're going to meet a new...
If any of them bastards tries to shame you, you show them who you are. Siuan Sanche.
Okay, we don't know her. New person.
Daughter of the river.
Daughter of the river.
Okay, I'm going to be completely honest with you. At first, I thought this was Little Nynaeve.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
I had no idea what was about to happen. I just realized, it's somebody we don't know.
Yeah.
Just some new character. No big deal.
With the tattoos, I was like, well, I guess Nynaeve could have them. She's always wearing something, the high neck.
We didn't know.
Yeah. But then when we find out that it's Swan, I said this in our review. I knew that Sophia Okonedo was going to be in this series, and I immediately went, oh my gosh, that's going to be her.
But you didn't know who Siuan was.
Who is she?
I did not.
What's her deal in all of this? Yeah. Gosh. And also, just with the dad and all of that was super emotional.
It was, because she's never going to see him again. That's implied, right?
Yeah. Well, now we know, thanks to our viewers, that that little yin-yang with the red is not a good thing.
No, it's bad. Yes.
Yeah. So she needed to go.
Yeah.
Oh, terrifying. All right. Our next reaction is when we find out who she is.
I was mind blown.
Crazy. Intimidated? Yes! It's Sophie Okonedo.
That was her.
That's what I was waiting for.
My gosh.
I was so excited. I love this actress. I was really happy about this because I wanted to know who this Amberlyn seat was. We had asked people, what does that even mean? Right. And then she, of course, is just this queen and ethereal, and
I love that we know her backstory in such a quick little scene, too. I thought that was really well done.
I think so,
I wonder if the viewers at home love that, too, because I thought that was so cool.
Yeah.
Like, what a great way to introduce the backstory of a character.
For sure. And I loved how we picked up on the vibe of all the sisters seeming very intimidated by her.
All the eyes glancing.
Yes, it's her presence. All right, the next scene that we react to is when it gets a little spicy and Moiraine is having to answer for what she did wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that well when your forehead and your lips touch this marble and you beg your mother for mercy?
Oh my god.
Chill. Calm down. Everything's okay.
Wow.
I was a little scared of the Amberlyn seed, and then I was questioning, wait, is she good or bad?
Oh, that's what I was wondering too. And when she said when your lips and forehead touch the marble, I thought someone was gonna smash her head into the marble.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't both actually touch. It was just her forehead.
Yeah.
But if both touched, that would actually require some flat face to the ground. So it was more of a metaphor, I guess.
Yeah. There are a lot of levels to this. I was excited to see her, and then she pulls this out, and I was like, are you a good witch or a bad witch?
I know. It was it's very confusing, the whole tone.
But I get it. It's respect, and yes.
Now I get it. At first, it was alarming. I thought there was going to be actual violence occurring.
Yeah. Well, we had no idea.
No idea.
The vibe was so tense. Yes.
Right.
All right. For the next scene that we react to, it is when Matt is freed of his curse.
Oh no. She's taking it out.
Get it out.
Ooh, where'd she do with it though? Oh god. Wait.
Going
what's
in
happening?
her?
Oh my god.
You see the black and white?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, but then she eats it?
She's consuming it now? I didn't know it was going to be that easy for him to get rid of that. I mean, I'm sure it wasn't easy for Moiraine. I know that takes a lot of her energy, but I was just like, oh, the curse is lifted.
Right? And it's gone. Are we sure?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I feel like that was too easy, right?
Right, and also because it could come back if he touches the dagger again, so I bet it has changed him.
And what happened to the dagger? After Lan put something over it?
Where did they put it? Hopefully somewhere more secure than a burlap sack.
We can only hope. All right, the next scene that we react to is when Moiraine goes through the door.
Little door. Okay.
Trippy.
It's like a teleportation type thing. Okay.
It's more and more magical.
Wait, what the heck just happened? Oh, this is how they visit her. Through the little door.
Okay, this is when I started to feel like I don't know what's going on. Because I thought for a second, is she dreaming? How did she end up in Swan's room?
Right. Okay. Can I tell you what I thought of?
Yeah.
Did you ever read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe?
I think I did.
With Narnia Chronicles, and they go through the wardrobe to the Narnia?
Yes.
I kind of thought of that, but instead of through the wardrobe, it's a little door.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
It's a little door.
Yes. Like since last episode, I was wondering what's the deal with that, because remember she was staring into it longingly?
Yes.
And now we know it's a portal.
These portals everywhere.
To a magical bedroom.
That's when I really started to feel the magic of the show. It was like, I mean, we already have the weeds and everything, but we've kind of seen that. This is totally new.
Right.
Yeah.
That was literal magic. That's magic. But then this is the fantasy elements, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. Yes. We were transported.
That was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And then the next scene we react to is when we learn the nature of Moiraine and Swan's relationship.
Mm-hmm.
When have we ever followed the rules?
Oh.
What?
Wait, so did she break the bond so Lan can't know all this stuff? Right?
Yes. Oh, no way! Didn't see that one coming.
No.
Thanks to our many viewers for telling us that, because you had asked.
I asked. I wanted to know.
Was this in the
adaptation, in the original? Right. What's the deal?
And thanks to them, they told us that they were thought of as pillow friends, which I love that term. That's amazing. But I wondered, if that's the case, why did they have more of an intimate relationship? And then I think it just builds and makes it all the more dramatic when she has to leave. You know what I mean?
I think because it's a television adaptation, it has to be dramatized in a different way, right?
Yes.
We don't have tons of books to slowly build this story. So it makes sense to me that it could be adapted in this way for a more modern audience too, right? Like 30 years later.
Right.
How do we tell this story in a more efficient, because TV is just a more efficient medium for storytelling. It has to be fast.
Definitely. And I like their partnership, whether they were intimate or not. I like that they are, they're the good ones, right, everybody? Please don't tell me there's going to be another twist.
I don't think that we know for sure that there's, I imagine there's good and there's bad, and then there's levels within the good.
Right.
And the bad that think they're good.
Like the White Cloaks. Like, apparently they're really, like, noble,
really bad, but they
people,
don't think they're bad.
That's
but who thinks they're bad,
it's
really?
It's skewed. Yeah,
who walks around saying, I'm bad?
Some people own it, you know?
I'm a bad person.
Pat and Fane? No, I'm just kidding. The next reaction is when Moraine brings Nynaeve and Egwene to meet the lovely Swan.
I've been told you're the most powerful channeler we've seen in 1,000 years. Nynaeve Almira.
Then you must have very low standards.
Okay, so we laughed at this because we see Egwene looking very proud of herself, and then she's not talking about her.
Oh.
But you know what this made me think, though? Why would they... I mean, yes, this is not a comedy, but why did they include that? I'm thinking there's going to be some animosity, some jealousy from Egwene coming up with Nynaeve. Yes, she loves her, and we get it. It's strong, that friendship, that bond. But I don't know why. I feel like there's going to be something coming up.
Oh, really? Yeah. I did not get that vibe. Okay. I thought they were just trying to add a little bit of humor, but I also think Egwene's going to come into her own with whatever strength she has, because remember the whole story Nynaeve tells about how strong she is. She's unbreakable. I feel like her power is going to be strong in a different way.
Yeah.
We have yet to see, but we're just starting to see how cool Egwene can be. So that was just a little humbling moment.
It was cute. I like how confident she was to think that she was talking about her. Yeah. No, I totally loved everything about that scene. All right. The next scene that we reacted to was the reunion of everyone, with the addition of Loyal, of course.
Aww.
You look like shit.
Oh, you're smiling.
Matt!
Good to see you.
I told you I'd find you.
At least I wasn't stupid enough to steal an evil dagger.
Stupid boy.
Oh my gosh, for this scene, I remember feeling so giddy because I felt like this was a new beginning. Like, the whole gang's back together again. We're about, where are we going? I don't know, but
yeah, I totally agree, because they were separated, and then we knew they would come back together, right? But I didn't know when, so yeah, it felt good.
They found their way back to each other. All right, the next scene we reacted to is when we get to learn about Waze and pathways.
The Waze?
The Waze.
Ancient pathways, out of time and space. One step in the ways could be 100 miles in our world. One breath, the equivalent.
It's the fastest road to the Eye of the World.
And what's there? At the Eye?
The Dark One's prison.
Excuse
where
me?
he was trapped by the last dragon at the cost of almost everything.
And that's where you're going.
And now one of you will finish the job you started in your previous life.
But you don't know who the dragon is.
It's the Waze, not Waze like the navigation app.
Like the Waze
app. But kind of related a little bit.
Maybe that's kind of where they got that from.
Yeah. So this is where you and I were obviously probably the most confused.
Right.
Wait, what are we doing?
Because now we're jumping. We're leaping through space and time.
100 miles?
100, yeah, so leaping through space. Also, Maureen is explaining what's happening. They're gonna go pick up where the old dragon left off, and it sounds bad. I'm surprised that they're like, let's do it.
It's all, this is another example of them just kind of throwing everything at you.
Go.
Okay, great, let's go.
I mean, I think I would ultimately choose to go, but I think in listening to that telling, I would chill a bit.
Yeah.
I would say, wait, well, hold on. Say a little more. Doesn't Egwene ask also what happens to the one that isn't the dragon? Good question.
Yeah. That's definitely something you want to know. Yeah. All right, for our final reaction scene, this is when our troops enter the Waze.
Some ominous music.
Matt! What are you doing?
Matt, what are you doing? Get inside! You're really not gonna go. You seriously? What are you doing? Seriously?
Matt, oh my god, go! Knowing what I know now that our awesome viewers have commented about Barney Harris, the actor, Matt, that makes me more sad watching it again. Because, first of all, I didn't realize that the reason why he is left behind is because that actor, he left. He broke contract and he was out. There was a break because there was a COVID outbreak and he just never returned to filming. So that was his last scene. And they kind of had to do a reshoot, I'm guessing, because like, apparently he does go with them in the book. So that makes me so sad. He kind of fell off the face of the earth, the actor. He never like gave an explanation. Maybe he did, but then he like no social media presence anymore.
So then they're making this adaptation choice because of necessity. That's so interesting.
That makes me so sad. I hope the actor's okay. I hope it wasn't some crazy life crisis or something really bad, you know? So I do wish him well, because somebody was like, we all think of him as... Of course,
priority is humans.
Yes, exactly. So, but that just made me really sad. So that was our send-off for him. But it was... I do remember thinking the last shot you see of him, he kind of has this look that didn't seem appropriate for the scenario. Right. So it's probably because...
that's why we were like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Just... get it? You're not paying attention. They're leaving you.
Right, exactly.
They're leaving you. They're going through the Waze.
Don't you realize?
Wait, just to make sure the Waze is the portal, right? And then the structure is what lets them know where the portal is.
You tell us.
I'm kind of, I just want to make sure, because I'm not sure if I understand.
No, I know, but it did feel like a lot of information thrown at us at one time.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I mean, they only had 8 episodes to work with, so I'm not mad about it, but I just need a little bit of clarification.
Yes.
Okay, that was such a fun episode to watch and react to. All right, everybody, what did you think of, our reactions? I always want to know if we're, like, on the right track. Did we get anything right? But, and then please help us get the answers to some of these questions. And, of course, thank you so much for watching. We love you guys so much. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.